Yes, people, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Trailgunner TV. Listen, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Happy New Year, everyone. Hopefully, everyone had a nice New Year last night. It was great. Hope we all celebrated nice last night. Whatever you did, families, just celebrating. Now we move into 2024. This year is going to be a good 2024. Hopefully, if Arsenal could just start winning again. But listen, guys, this is a big video because we all know what time it is. January, if you're a football fan, as most of us are all on here, you know that January is a very important month for football fans. The January transfer window, guys, is open. It's officially open. And that's what we're going to be talking about in this video today. Arsenal, man. Listen, after the result last night, listen, watching the game yesterday, against Fulham, just sums up, everything what Arsenal need. And this January transfer window, we definitely need reinforcements. Arsenal need to bring in signings right about now. It is not looking good for us right now. The striker situation in Nketiah, for me, I've said it already. I've seen that teams are interested in Nketiah. Apparently, Arsenal, we are willing to let Nketiah go in January. But for me, I do want him to go, But I think, like I said, for me, teams going into a season, I think you should always have at least three strikers in your team. Having two strikers for a whole season does not last you enough. And because of Gabriel Jesus and Nketiah, for me, one, Nketiah is not good enough, and Jesus is always injured. But for me, we keep Nketiah. I think you sell him in summer. I don't think we can. For me, we can't. Don't sell him yet. For me, he has to stay until the end of the season, until the summer. Because if we sell him now, say if we sell him in January, we don't bring in a striker. All we have is Jesus, and then who else are we going to have? No one up to go out front. Yes, Trossard can play out front, but he's not a striker. He's mainly he's a winger. He's a left wing. Plays on the left. He's not a striker, but he can play up there. So this January transfer is very important for us. For me, like I said, another winger, another midfield, another winger for me to cover Saka. I think we definitely need another centre back, to cover for like, because like, we're still in the Champions League. I think we have to bring another centre back for cover for like Gabriel Saliba, and for just like other centre backs that can play in like some Champions League games, FA Cups as well. That's why it's important. We need these reinforcements have to come in January. So in January, the Ivan Toney thing. I know Brentford want around apparently 100 million for Toney. Now for me, Ivan Toney, right? Yes, we paid that money much higher. We paid 105 million for Declan Rice, but for me, Ivan Toney, he's a great striker, but I don't think he's worth 100 million yet. I think Ivan Toney for me is probably around 70 million, between 60 or 70. I think that's Ivan Toney's price so far, and that's a fair price for me. I don't know why Brentford are demanding so much money for Ivan Toney. For me, like I said, he's a very good striker, and if we bring him in, I'll be happy because we need another striker. We need that third striker because Jesus is always injured, and Nketiah is just not good enough for me. Listen, Nketiah is my guy. You guys know, and I say this all the time. He came through our academy. He'll always be my guy through and through. Arsenal boy, boyhood club as well. So he sports Arsenal. Listen, I have a lot of respect for Nketiah, but as a player, I just don't rate him. For me, I just don't think he's good enough. Strikers like Nketiah are not the strikers we need at Arsenal Football Club. Listen, and given the number 14 shirt, I've always said it was a joke because for me, we're having that number 14 shirt. You have to be a striker and you have to be a top quality striker. Like, Nketiah's good, but he's not like elite, like top quality striker that can bag you goals like every season, like 15 to 20 goals a season. If you're that striker, give them that number 14 shirt. That's why when we signed Jesus, I know he wasn't gonna get us goals here, but I'd rather Jesus represent the number 14 shirt because that Thierry Henry number is special to us. That number 14 shirt should only go to a striker. If we ever bring in a striker, we should only give the number 14 shirt to a player and to that striker who is elite and actually can bag you goals and be there for when the time comes and be there at the right time and for the big games because you need these players to step up. And Gabriel Jesus, he's barely there because he keeps getting injured. So this is what I'm saying. This January transfer window is massive for Arsenal. It's massive for us because these players, we need reinforcements. We really do. And this is why I'm saying, Arsenal, we need to start taking we need to start taking January transfer windows very, very seriously because look at over the last few seasons, who we bought in January. Last season, we bought in Kivior. We bought in Trossard. We bought in Jorginho when we was in a title race. And for me, I was happy with the Trossard signing. But for me, the Jorginho and Kivior signing, I thought, all right, cool. It's depth, but I still think that wasn't good enough because we needed more. In this January transfer window, I'm expecting a striker, I don't think I don't think we will get another winger in January. For me, I hope we get a winger, but I just don't see Arsenal going for a winger in January. I see us going for a striker, definitely. If we can bring a striker in, we have to. For me, we just have to. This whole January, this whole month, yeah, of January is gonna define Arsenal's season. By the end of the January transfer window, we're gonna see what kind of players and signings Arsenal bring in, because I'm interested to see on the last day of the transfer window. I want to see how many signings we bring in, and I think, yeah, this, like I said, this January transfer window basically defines our season, because let's face it, yes, we're still in the title race. Sorry about that, guys. But yes, we're still in the title race, but for me, I've said it already. Arsenal, this team, right? This January transfer window will define our season, and plus that we're gonna see if we get the right players in. Yes, we're still in the title race, but if we get in the right players in, we're gonna see if Arsenal can stay in this title race and keep this consistency. Because for me right now, if we do bring in the right players and bring in a couple, I think if we bring in another midfielder in January, a striker, a centre back, and maybe another winger, I think we're still in this title race, and we might be able. I still think we'll finish in the top four. I don't think we dropped out the top four yet. I still think there's hope. Like, I know I've seen a couple of Arsenal fans saying, like, for me right now the title is gone, but I think we are in the title race. But for me, I've already said it. We're not winning the title. Like, this is why I said, yeah. I've said it already. Even at the start of the season, I said, "Oh, Man City are favourites to win the league." I already said still don't think Liverpool win it, because I still don't. I think they need more. I know they're looking good right now, but I still think there's areas in their team they need to strengthen as well. Like their defense, they definitely need, for me, another left back. Yes, they got Simicast, yeah, but I don't think he is good, yeah. But I think Liverpool need to bring in a young and like new left back for the next upcoming future for Liverpool, and they definitely need more centre backs. And for me, they definitely need another right back as well. That's what they're missing. They've patterned their midfield and stuff. Their defense needs work as well. But with Man City, yeah, I said they're still the favourites, and this is why, because with Man City, Pep is smart. They're always one step ahead of everyone. Look at the signings. Man City have already signed. They signed that Argentina guy, that young guy, yesterday. That's been confirmed. Man City have already got a signing in already, so that's one player that they've brought in so far. But Arsenal, I just want to see us do some business, and great business, in this window, because if we don't, I'm going to be so upset, because like I said, for me right now, I've already said we're not winning the league, and this is why I said this January transfer window is important for us. If we bring in the top quality if we bring in that quality players that we need and sort out our positions in the team, then I think Arsenal might have a chance and still in the title race here. But for me, I still don't think we'll win the league, but I still think we'll stay in this race. And I still think come the end of the season, it's going to be a very, very close, tight race, because Villa are up there. For me, I've said it already, Villa won't do enough. For me, Villa, they're in the title race, but I don't think they'll last there, because look at their squad. I think this is a big January for Villa as well to stay in the top four. I like, for me, Villa's thing is not winning the league. I know they would love to win the league, but you can tell they want that top four. They want that Champions League spot. They for them, yeah, their standards right now is not winning the Prem right now. They need to rebuild their squad and get a couple more quality players in their team. Yes, they got Diaby, but that's still not enough. They got Diaby, Watkins, they got Diego Carlos, their team is actually good, yeah, but for me, Villa need more. But going back to the Arsenal now, we this January transfer window is so important for us to stay in this top four, because remember, Tottenham are a point behind us. Tottenham are already doing business. They already signed a centre back, and I think they're trying to sign Todibo. I think Todibo, that other centre back, the French guy, they want him as well. So Tottenham already started their business. I haven't seen. News came out as well. I'm just gonna put this in the video that Thomas Partey is out of the AFCON. He won't be going to the AFCON. He's gonna stay in London to recover from his injury. So he's been dropped out from the team. So he won't be going. But yeah, this January transfer window is important. And going back to this Thomas Partey thing, this is why midfield is the key. Because look, Thomas Partey is injured as well. This is why we need midfielders. For me, in the summer as well, I think in January we're gonna hopefully be bringing in a midfielder and a striker and a winger, and hopefully probably a defender. But in the summer, we definitely need to bring in another midfielder as well. And I think in the summer as well, I think we need to bring in another left winger as well to cover back up for Martinelli. Because yes, Trossard can play on the left, yeah, but we need to bring in like more like more like players, like, for me, yeah, because we need to start bringing in. This youth project is not working. Arteta's had, and like I said, Arteta has had, I think this is his fourth season now, and we all said that Arteta has to win something this season. He has to. I'm looking at it right now. If he doesn't win something, like I said, he's going to be questions asked. And I think he's had four. I think he's had like how much has he had spent? 700 million in like 4 years. We still all he's won is an FA Cup and 2 Community Shields. He was close to the league last season that we should have won, and we bottled it because the players don't have the mentality to win. We have a young squad. We need to bring in experienced players that know how to win. Yes, we have Jesus and Zinchenko, but Jesus is not a striker to lead you to a title. And I've said it before, Arsenal, and this is why January is important. Because if Arsenal want to go compete with teams like City and everybody else, we have to start being serious. This club don't act serious. The Kroenkes, for me, don't act serious as a big club. And we're Arsenal Football Club. This club has heritage of winning league titles over the years. We haven't won a league title for over 20 years. The last time we won the Prem was 04, the Invincible season. After that, we haven't touched the league title since. And that's why, for me, Arsenal standards have to be. If you want to be a big club, standards has to be high, and the expectations has to be high. And this is why, for me, this January transfer window is massive for Arsenal. So we've got to go do the business. We have to bring in a striker, for me, a winger and a midfielder in January. In January as well, hopefully. Like I said, I hope we bring in another winger to cover Saka, because let's face it, Reece Nelson, Arteta gave him that new contract, and I thought this season Reece Nelson was gonna get more game time than I thought. But this guy barely plays. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. But listen, we'll see what happens. Yeah, big up everyone that was watching this transfer video. Listen, big up everyone. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Hopefully over the next few days we'll see some players in. I'm expecting, like I said, over the first 10 days, I'm expecting at least one signing in so far. Because last season it took us like the first 17 days not to sign any player last season. Bro, it took us very long to sign players. Like, I don't know why it's taking Arsenal so long. We need to start doing business from now. Start getting in talks with clubs, start negotiating, just do something. Just start talking to players, personal terms, just start doing something, Arsenal. Just move straight away. Like, that's why I said expectations has to be high and standards has to be high. But listen, everyone, big up everyone I was watching this transfer window video. I'm out. January transfer window is officially open. I'm excited. We'll see what players we get in. And yeah, guys, we'll see what business other teams do as well. So yes, people, I'm out. Big up everyone that was watching the video. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, Terog on the TV. And yes, people, big up. I'm out. Come on, you Gunners. Come on, let's get the players in.